Call the meeting to order. It is 6 o'clock on Monday, December 8th. And let the record reflect that all elected board members are present as well as our student reps. Pledge of allegiance, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We do have an executive session afterwards that will be approximately 30 minutes. Any changes to the agenda? Dr. Granger?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right, then we move straight into Board of Directors oath of office for 4 of us tonight.
So we're gonna have you guys come in front of the backdrop over here. We'll do the 2-year term people together and the 4-year term people together. Congratulations on being reelected. So, if
Michael and Isaac.
Michael and Isaac can start us off. So if you stand in front of the, you'll be on the camera right there, if you stand in front of there, and I'll get out of your way. Okay. Raise your right hand, and if you can repeat after me, I state your name.
I, Isaac Huddy,
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution
do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution
and laws of the United States
and laws of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the State of Washington,
and the Constitution and laws of the State of Washington,
and that I will faithfully and impartially perform
and I will faithfully and impartially perform
and discharge the duties of the office
and discharge the duties of the office.
Sultan School District, and Michael, you're District Director 3, and Isaac, you are District Director 1. So of Sultan School District, 311 District Director, and then your number.
Thank you. What did you say?
The Sultan School
Perform
District number
discharge duties of school, Sultan School District number 311, District, go ahead.
Director District 3 for 2 years.
District 1 for 2 years.
according to the law and to the best of my ability.
According to the law and the best of my ability.
Perfect. Thank you, gentlemen. Okay. All right. Raise your right hand, please. I state your name.
I, Mike Cornell,
Do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution and laws of the United States
do
solemnly swear that I will support the laws
and Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution and laws of the State of Washington,
and the Constitution and laws of the State of Washington,
and I will faithfully and impartially perform and discharge the duties of office
and I will
faithfully
and impartially
and impartially
perform and discharge
perform and discharge
the duties of office
the duties of office
of Sultan School District
of Sultan
of
School
Sultan School
District,
District,
number
Num-
3. Yep,
number
go ahead.
311.
311, District 2 for 4 years,
District 5 for 4 years,
According to the law and to the best of my ability.
according to the law and the best of my ability.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. And I will have these for you guys to sign at the end, and then I'll sign them and we'll file them. So thank you.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to everyone on their election wins. All right, we have no board response for previously asked questions because we had no public comment last meeting. And we had no one sign up for public comment tonight, so we can skip that. Consent agenda, are there any questions or comments on the consent agenda? No?
no questions.
Can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I motion to approve.
Consent agenda.
All right, we'll give that to Michael. Can I get a second?
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right, consent agenda. All right, the first thing on our board business is board organization, where we vote for chair and vice chair for the upcoming year. So can I get nominations for president?
I nominate Gigi.
I second that nomination for
Are there any
Gigi
other-
for president.
Are there any other nominations for president? And we'll go and we do a roll call through. Mary Ann, how do you vote?
I,
Well, you have to say the name. I think we have to say the name. Yes, because there could be more than one person.
I'm voting for Gigi
Thank you.
Goldner for president.
Isaac,
Gigi.
Mike,
My vote is for Gigi Goldner.
Michael.
Right in for Mickey Mouse? No, Gigi.
All write in for Mickey Mouse.
No.
I will vote for myself as well. Thank you, I think. We need now nominations for vice president.
I nominate Mike.
I second that.
Any other nominations for vice president? All right, Mary Ann, how do you vote?
I vote for Mike Varnell for vice president.
Isaac?
I vote for Mike Rennell for vice president.
I vote for Mike Varnell as vice president.
Sorry, I vote for you for vice president.
And
Thank you,
Mike.
Michael.
I vote for Michael Butler for vice president.
All right, we are moving along, same as we were. Thank you guys very much. Board committees and liaison positions. Dr. Granger, do you want to talk about this? Do you want me to talk about it?
Yeah, Gigi and I have met, and these are the 4 kind of standing committees that are continuing work that could benefit from board representation, and so the WIA Liaison Instructional Materials Committee, we are in the process of reviewing and adopting a new K-5 literacy curriculum, the Mental Health Advisory Committee, and then the CFAC Committee. So, if you have anything to add, Mrs. Goldner.
No, I've done the instructional materials committee as a parent and then now as a board member. I don't mind staying on that. Unless somebody else wants to do it. It'd be great to have somebody for the mental health advisory committee, because I can't do that anymore. Is anyone interested in that one?
I'm not interested in that one, but I am interested in CFAC, continuing on that one.
I'll take the mental
That would be nice,
health
'cause-
advisory.
Okay.
That's fine.
thank you. And then WIAA, Mike, you were on that. Would you like to stay on that?
Yes, I'd like to stay on that.
This is kind of just like a voluntold thing. Michael Butler, would you like to do
I was gonna say, man.
CFAC also? Cause
Oh.
it'd be great to have
Yeah.
like, so that there's always somebody there.
yeah.
That would be.
And who would I talk to get get
You can talk
the-
to me and then Paul's kind of taken over and leading
Okay.
it and stuff. It's the committee that Heidi Dawson and I started a few years ago, so I just don't have time.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
know where to be.
And then I think they've been doing Zoom too, so that's nice.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right. Policy 4060.
Yes, we were bringing this policy, the district didn't have it on file for distribution of information. We've had requests and would like to work with our PTOs and booster clubs to be able to use Parent Square. In order to do that, we need to put some procedures in place to provide them access to those lists. So this is the first step in 4060.
Oh, I must be looking for, yeah, we didn't have one, then what's with all the changes?
Because, so we pulled one from Ferndale that is allowing their PTO to use it, so we took their recommendations that they had. And then we'll outline the procedure on, and meet with PTOs and booster clubs on what that looks like. It involves, there's a short, about half page of things to remind them that sending during reasonable hours, that they are representing the district, so if they ever, send things that are not appropriate, that we have the right to, remove their access. But as we navigate using that as our primary mode of communication, if we can partner with our parent organizations to utilize the same thing, I think it makes it easier for our families to just go to one place and do that.
Makes sense.
Olivia and Bella, do you guys have any questions on that policy? Mary Ann?
No.
Isaac? Mike?
No,
Michael?
Yeah, okay.
I have no questions either, so can I get a motion to approve first read of policy 4060?
I make a motion to adopt policy 4060 first read.
Second,
I second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? All right. And just an FYI, we will not have the pleasure of listening to Mitch speak this evening because it's so early in the month. This normally would be our study session, but because we only have one meeting this month because of the holiday break, he is not quick enough to get us his financial information. Just kidding.
Can we just have him go up there and tell us that, so at least he has to speak?
Yeah, we can make you speak and dance around and stuff, so, but that's why this meeting is a little different, because we only have one this month, so just an FYI. All right, legislative representative, Marianne and I are gonna meet, come up with a date to kind of go over some ledge rep stuff, but I just wanted to give a quick little update. After her and I meet, I think it would be great if we could do like a workshop or a study session to go over like all of the good information that there is. But just an FYI, the 2026 goals for WASDA and the legislative session are to keep funding at current levels, to reinvest declining enrollment amounts into the K-12 system instead of just taking that money and doing whatever else with it, and increase MSOC by $100 per student and fully fund special ed. So those are their main things that they're trying to push. The legislative conference is January 9th and 10th. Isaac is coming, I'm going. I don't know about our students yet. If anyone else wants to go, let me know as soon as possible. And then there will be Education Day at the Capitol on July 29th where we can meet with our legislators. And the last slide is just kind of a reminder that the role of a legislative rep or, any of us that are doing the work, it's nonpartisan. That means that your advocacy should focus on the needs and interests of your school district rather than aligning with any political party. So one of the main things is when you're doing this, we're advocating for our students and we're not out there, hey, this is what I want, this is what our board wants for our students, and it's not our personal political or any kind of other beliefs. So that's kind of it. That was quick. I didn't want to take too much time, but we'll come up, Marianne and I can come up with a good set thing to do for you guys, because I know it's really exciting. And then we have superintendent's report.
Yeah, hard to believe it's December, but here we go. I just wanted to let you know, we've been meeting with our campus principals and our department leads, letting them know that when we return in January, we will start the budget planning process, involving all of our departments and campuses as we navigate the future. So we've given them some things to think about over the break that they can contemplate for their building or department and then bring back for discussion as a whole group. So I think in the past, the budget has maybe been done with individual meetings, but we're gonna do group meetings so that people can understand the broader picture as we may have to face different decisions. At least they know the why behind it, district-wide, as opposed to maybe just their building or just their department. So excited to bring them into the conversation. The CFAC is going to meet on Wednesday at 6. And so the last time we met with them, they asked us to develop some ideas that we could bring to them on what we would likely have on the measure next November, and some long-term, what would be the next bond, which I know can change, but been working with the cabinet to talk about what's ahead for November and then what would be 10 years down the road, maybe 20 years down the road. It can change, but at least it will show some thought as to the next steps after this step. Because there's not one bond we're gonna be able to put up that's gonna address everything. So this week, we're gonna present them with some ideas and get their feedback on how they might prioritize some of those things. And then start to whittle it down in the new year, get past the levy, and then start to hit the bond pretty heavy after that.
Sounds good, thank you.
I know we've been talking about parent partnership. A team of us were able to visit SVEC, the Sky Valley Cooperative in Monroe on December 2nd. Spent a couple hours there just learning what they're doing in their parent partnership, observing and getting some feedback from them. We have met with all of the families that have responded to the feedback survey that already are out of the district to get their feedback on what we should do as we build the program. And then we have a survey out, and currently we have 17 responses, many of the families with multiple children who are saying they are interested in a parent partnership. So currently enrolled families that are responding and saying this would be of interest to us. So next steps for us are to look at some facilities in town and on campus just to see what would be the ideal setup for a small group. We've targeted our break-even point at about 26 students to account for one administrator and like a secretary office staff person that can help. So in January's meeting, we'll bring you a recommendation on an administrative person to lead the planning process through the second semester to get it ready for August. So that's our next steps on that. Athletics, we have been working on the uniform rotation with Chris Hill. So he presented you a uniform rotation last year. We bumped everything up a year because it had 25, 26 as the year. Obviously, that didn't happen. But as we build the budget, we know that that was our priority. So he's in the process of getting actual quotes for the 4 sports that are slated for 26, 27. So if we buy them now or early spring, typically you can get a little bit better pricing than if you wait till the summer. And that, I think, will send a positive message to our coaches and our student athletes that we're making the next steps on that. Second, in athletics, we've applied for a grant to cover the cost of the weight room proposal. That it's $121,000 if we get everything that was recommended for that space. And so we've applied for a grant using our grant partnership with Eddie, the company, and the individual Nick, who is helping us find and seek grants that would serve our community and students. And so we've gone through the process of applying for that, and we'll let you know once we get a response as far as what that is. And then finally, about athletics, we had our KingCo conference site visit last week. That was met with some pretty direct feedback about questions about travel time. Did the board understand what we're asking people to do if we join the KingCo conference? We were able to address one question about the mascot characterization, not the name, but how it's represented, and we let them know that that's all student artwork. And we didn't make OSPI's list, so in a time when budgets are tight, to take 6+ figures and go down a rebranding path, that would impact us taking money away from students to do that, and that wasn't in our interest right now. I think if we are able to pass a bond that would involve a new high school, that would be an ideal time to engage the community and the board in a conversation when you're not rebranding